What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. I'm here in beautiful Chambers Bay Park, I guess is what you call this place. It used to be a gravel quarry that's now been turned into a park and a golf course. And I was just checking out this family of osprey that are nesting on this big concrete column behind me. Osprey don't really make great falconry birds because they primarily eat fish. You can't really hunt fish. Maybe you could. I've heard of some people in the east doing it. Anyways, back to what we're doing. This is the fourth day of powered paramotor training. Yesterday was primarily classroom day, just going over a lot of the technical information that you need to know in order to be a pilot. I'm out of breath. Today we'll be piling a little bit more onto what we've already learned, sort of build a foundation with the most basic stuff and work our way up. I'm excited to be back at the park. I'm going to do some more hands-on training. I definitely learned better that way. And so I think what we'll end up doing is putting a motor on our back and just practicing getting the wing in the air, because that's the most important thing. Like, once you can get that wing up and stabilized, you can take off and launch, well then it's home free from there. The wing does a lot of the work, and so long as you know what the dangers are and whatnot, it can be a relatively safe sport. Look at this guy just lounging. You getting some sun?
Pacific Northwest sun, baby.
Oh yeah.
Go loosey-goosey with your arms. Just let them dangle and flop back as it comes up.
Okay. Oh, that helped a ton. This harness is inside me. Ah! The pace of this class has just been perfect. We basically learn some basics and then add a little bit to it. Learn some basics, add a little bit to it. Go back to the basics, go back to the extra stuff. It's been really, 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 really good. Tip wants to fold. Woo! You're getting those angles.
Yep.
All right, walking back after a couple of launches here. We got real low wind, but Tyson here is saying we'd actually benefit if we trained in zero wind, because what it does is it trains our minds and our bodies to be able to accomplish this in like the worst possible condition for launching. I mean, there's terrible conditions for flying, like high wind, but it's actually easier to launch in high wind. So, but we got relatively low wind. I feel like I'm doing good. I've noticed some issues with symmetry, like my right wingtip seems to dip. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't think my arms go back evenly. I have some shoulder injuries in the past on the left side that caused me some weird issues. It's like double jointed, and that arm stretches back further, which would then cause the wing to twist funky. And so I just gotta watch out for that and continue to fine tune. And everyone's doing really good, so it's awesome. Just keep training, and I should have brought a change of socks. My feet are soaked. I'm like walking through camp here, just knocking everything over. I forgot I had this on my back. All right, cool. So I just had like a bunch of really successful takeoffs, if you would say, mock takeoffs, getting the wing up over my head. I'm feeling really, really confident. Not saying that I can't fail, but I didn't have any failed launches with this on my back, which felt great. Adjusting the trim and stuff by pulling the trim all the way down makes it more challenging, but if I get used to that, when it comes time to take off, for example, in my field, I can do shorter, more steep takeoffs. So if the wind is pointing in the direction of some trees or something, I have more options. So I'm trying to practice that, which makes it tough, really hard on the legs, but it feels good. I'm gonna go get some water, some Cheez-Its, because I need a refill on hydration and salt. And maybe if one of these guys wants to rock this thing, they can. And yeah, we'll go from there. It's getting close to the end of the day, which is quite surprising. The days are flying by because we're doing such fun stuff. But it's also surprising because I'm not as like beat up, you know, and I think maybe it's just because I really got the technique down, or I feel like I am. Maybe that's why it's just not quite as hard. We're also using bigger wings today. We have moderate wind, you can see there, not too bad. So it's relatively easy to get it up compared to the smaller wings. All right, guys, that is the end of day 4. A couple more, we'll be airborne. Like a flock of beautiful geese in the sky. Just nothing but the wind in our face. Oh, I can't wait to see the wind in your hair. Oh man, that's gonna be nice. You guys ready to hit the smoothie bar?
I'm game.
Smoothie bar!
I'm game.
Cool this is. Got my whole tailgate set up, and then we got Kevin. Look at, it's just like great minds think alike. He's got a sweet like bed that he built in here out of aluminum, it looks like. Freaking rad. So rad. Such an awesome group of dudes, man. I have really been enjoying this class. Tyson does such a great job with the perfect amount of instruction and like letting you do it and giving you encouragement, but getting you tips. Like everything is dialed. I'm very happy with the class, and I feel like I'm progressing, you know, fast enough to be able to do this sport. And it was something I was kind of worried about because, as you guys know, I can be clumsy, but it depends on like how passionate I am about it. Like if I'm just doing something just to do it, I can kind of drag my feet and then shit goes wrong. But if I'm like really, really interested, well then I go full into it and I can get very, very focused and very dedicated. So I think this is something it's gonna stick. I really, really love this sport so far. Time for smoothies. I gotta work here, guys. I got work to do. Just please, some privacy. Gosh. All right, day 5 of powered paramotor training here at Fun Flying Powered Paramotors in Tacoma. We're in Tacoma, right? I almost said Toyota. We're in Toyota. So today we're gonna put that motor on our back with pretty much all the way minus gas and a reserve. So it still gets a little bit heavier from here. And it's just the same old thing. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm getting sick of foot launches and I'm ready to go. But it's really important to set the foundation, the fundamentals, get it all down, and continue to add to this whole complex puzzle. So it's been pretty cool. Every single day, I start off the morning by driving in an hour, watching Tucker Gott videos just to get me psyched up. And then, of course, in the background, I'm not watching them, I'm listening to them. And then we do this all day, and then I head home doing the same thing. Sleep real quick, do some editing, and be right back. So trying to get a video uploaded tonight, it's been challenging because we're doing so much of this. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Got some decent wind there. careful of my knee. It doesn't collapse all the way down like knees should.
Trust me, this place feels like a whole other country.
Then double check all your straps. They're looking good.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You take these tips and you find your center point, which is right there. And then you stand right in front of it, spread them open, walk directly to the center, about a third of the way in. Flip these forward a little bit, get them out of your way.
Okay.
And then evenly, right next to you, drop them with the A's out. Now what you're gonna wanna do with your paramotor on your back, walk into the center, you look up, find your focus point, walk back here, plant yourself, and don't let both feet move around as you're going in. Woo.
Then I would start giving throttle, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Watch yourself coming down.
Yeah. Woo. Good job, man.
The different countries, what the heads of state were thinking based on the history of what the two.
Is the camera on?
Yeah, I see it. Oh, it's looking good.
I won't interrupt you.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap on day 5. Putting the paramotors on our back, having full weight while we practice the launch. To be honest with you, I'm getting kind of sick of launching. Inflation's kind of getting bored, but at the same time, the more bored and less enthusiastic I got, the worse my inflations were. So I had to keep pushing and pushing to make sure that I kept doing them accurately over and over and over. So I still think the pace is good, because as soon as you feel comfortable, you get complacent and then things go wrong. And so had to work all that out. So now we're gonna go grab some food. Tomorrow is engine day. Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today's day 6. We're here at Tyson's shop, Fun Flying Powered Paramotors, and things are getting a little bit freaky. Today we'll be on Tyson's freaky deaky sex swing all day. He's like, no, it's a training device. Today we're gonna practice having the motor on our back, this time with fuel. Yesterday there was no fuel in it, and we'll actually be powering it on and getting used to like the thrust of everything and learning how to run with it under power. And then we'll be jumping into his pleasure room and hanging on the swing and giving it thrust and whatnot. Just kind of getting an idea. This is actually called the simulator, not the stimulator. The shop you got here is awesome. It's like a treasure chest of cool toys, all aerial awesomeness. Look at these things. So cool. I'm gonna have to go shopping.
Just nice and easy, just start running, add a little bit of throttle, good throttle control, just kind of feel what it feels like to have some push on your back.
Loving the ponytail, man.
Oh yeah?
Looking hot. Okay, so I was just up in the swing, just getting a feel for like throttle control and angles, and just kind of builds that, in a way, muscle memory, I guess. So it's not the first time you're feeling it when you're on the wing. Now Kevin's going, but they needed to adjust his mounting points because he's lighter than the rest of us. So they just did that.
Featherweight Kevin.
Featherweight Kevin, we're gonna get him a protein bar after this.
Doesn't help.
But it's really cool to see the progression of all of this, starting from the field day one. I hope that you guys saw those videos. Just working on getting the wing above our head, and then adding bigger wing, adding different techniques, adding a frame, adding weight to that frame. Now gas and a motor, hanging. It's just all coming together. Super cool. Tomorrow should be our first free flight.